Hey there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Today I wanted to update you on what's growing in my plant room at the end of January. So we're now at the end of January 2025 and there's not a lot growing here this time of year, but there's a few things and you've seen me plant many of them. So let's have a look and see how the seeds that I've sown are growing and what's happening here in my grow room. This shelf here has a lot of things on it, mostly plants, not seedlings. The first thing I'll draw your attention to is the amaryllis. So you saw me pot these up early in the month, I believe it was. And most of the ones that I potted are still here. They were just plants, the bulbs that I dug up out of my yard and had sitting around. Potted them up to try and get some blooms. So I do have 3 that are upstairs in my living room by a bright window, and we're enjoying them as they're just about to burst into full bloom. They have nice big buds on them right now. So the rest are waiting down here. Most of them are kind of little bulbs. And we have one large bulb yet. This is a red lion. So we'll see if it produces anything for me. I'm not seeing any bloom stalks coming up out of it yet, but that doesn't mean there won't be any. So I'm happy with how these are developing. Lots of leaves, looking good. And these leaves will help bring in energy to the plant, make bigger bulbs, and that'll just mean more chance of good blooms in the following years. Now you haven't seen this, but I have a red pothos upstairs in my living room, and I was grooming it the other day and accidentally knocked off a branch, so I just stuck it in some water to see if I could get it to root. Looks like it has a little bit of a root starting there, kind of off of my finger. So we'll just let it hang out here under the lights and see if we can get a new plant. This is actually a Chinese money plant of my daughter's. Has some little babies coming off the bottom of it, and she just has several of these because they reproduce so prolifically. So I just stuck this one because it's really not the prettiest one right now. So I just stuck it here under the grow lights while she decides what she wants to do with it. And then I have the tray of begonias. There's a couple of succulents in here that are just in this tray with them. Makes it easy for watering and that. Believe it or not, these succulents take quite a bit of water along with the begonias, and they're quite happy that way. But the begonias you saw me groom up at the beginning of the month, and I think they're looking a lot bushier, fuller, and a lot nicer than they were before. So that's a little update on how those went from that grooming that they had. They're looking great. So there's a few plants on the shelf underneath, and those are the seedlings that you saw me planting seeds from. So we'll go down there and have a quick look. So like I said, this is the shelf with the seedlings that we've been starting together. I believe the first seeds that we planted together were some pansy seeds that I had actually done a little germination test on. And they were germinating quite well for me, and I thought I'm just going to pot them up in some soil and get some really early pansies going. I'll be planting more pansies next month, but I just thought I may as well not waste these because I really love pansies, and they're a nice plant that I can get out nice and early in the season. So, and these are from Frizzle Sizzle seeds, so I'd really like, if I manage to get Frizzle Sizzle pansies, to be able to grow them. I don't know if they will turn out that way or not, but you can see I have several that are up quite large already. This one's not large, but it's up quite noticeable. There's a tiny little one in here. There's a small one right here. I haven't seen any action out of this spot yet, and I've just been keeping this little piece of paper towel over the spots that haven't shown growth, because pansy seeds say they want darkness on the package, so that's just what I've been doing. I don't know if it really makes a difference with pansy seedlings or not. I've found some come up with pure light on them because they're sown so just on top of the soil, but I've been doing that just to see how they do, and it seems to be working with these guys. So that's the pansy seedlings from the germination tested pansy seeds that I had collected those seeds last fall. And then next, I believe I planted these onions, and I could probably take this lid off now. I'm leaving the pansy lid on. The pansies can take that little bit of humidity, and there's that one that hasn't germinated yet, so I've just been kind of leaving them. But the onions are up pretty full now. I think you can see that. So all the varieties have actually come up quite nicely. Even the older seeds have come up. But like I said, they were only, they were just seeds from last year, so they weren't super old yet. But onion seeds sometimes just don't last very long. So lots of good germination on those. I'm very happy with them. I did have a question recently about the onion seedlings and starting them so early, and then what do you do when you've got these big onion seedlings after months of being in your house? I just keep them trimmed down. So I'll just trim my onion seedlings when they get, you know, kind of like finger height, 4 to 6 inches. Around, what is that, like around 10 to 15 centimeters. I just take like scissors and just trim them down. And then the stems will get a little bit larger and they still grow very nicely, and it doesn't seem to affect the bulbing in the garden. And the final sowing I have here is my herbs. And the only thing that's growing so far is one tiny little winter thyme. Hopefully you can see that there. Nothing else has come up yet, but that's fine. A lot of these herbs can take a little while. So I'm not in a panic yet. They're staying nice and moist on top. I'm keeping that humidity dome on them. And I'm sure we'll see some more action in these in the next week or so. One last little tip is I've had a few questions about my lights. I do have a video on my grow shelves and my lighting, so I'll send you, I'll put a link to that down in the description for you. But I leave my lights on 16 hours a day. So the plants underneath here are getting 16 hours of light and then 8 hours of darkness, and I just have them on timers, so it works really well for me and it's easy to manage. So like I said, pretty short and sweet little look at what's growing at the end of January, but considering I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada, I really don't want too much going too soon. Our average last frost isn't until the middle to end of May, so don't want to rush things too much around here. But I am very much enjoying getting a few seeds into the soil and getting some things growing again. It's always nice to have that. Stay tuned for, I believe my next video will be what I'm growing in February. So that'll be all about the seeds I'm sowing in February, maybe some garden jobs that need to get done even in February. And there'll be lots of seed sowing, lots of growing, showing you what's happening around my grow room, and as I get further into the season, my greenhouse and my garden. So always lots going on here on my channel. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you love seeing what's growing in my grow room, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.